Hello, everyone. It is SeaTactics for the win, otherwise known as Ben, at almost now, I guess, at doing a podcast at 12 a.m. This is new for me. Are you guys tired?
Nope.
I'm
These are
intoxicated.
my hours.
Wow. This is fantastic. First time I've ever done this. I don't know if I'll fall asleep during the show or not. I don't know what to do, but
If you do, I'll entertain you.
This is actually probably a terrible time to do a show at like 12 a.m. for me and EA, because this is the show where we have like 6 anime to talk about. Well, they don't. I have 6 anime to talk about, but so
I don't know who you are.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi, everybody. It is the slightly sober EA. I had dodgeball today, and it was fun. We celebrated by doing the one thing that adults like: drunk.
Oh, I thought it was going to say like sleeping on a couch.
Could be orgies. I have no idea. I was neither here nor there.
All right, jumping into orgies.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sorry.
I like your style.
Yeah. So does everybody. But that's me.
Yeah, you sound like you're about to pass out.
I'll try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, you sound like you're on the verge of death.
I could be. I had a good amount of stuff today. And also my back's killing me.
What was the drink of choice?
I had a Bud Light, and then from there I went on to have these things called adult slushies. Which is I don't know what's in them, but they were really good. It tastes like peak lemonade, but there was something in them.
Something in those drinks. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So this is the show. If you don't know already, I guess it's nice to reintroduce the show at the beginning of every season, so people know what the concept is.
Who's the other guest? Who's the
other
guest?
We got another one.
I'm no one. But occasionally, sometimes people call me Satsuki. So yeah, and I'm sober. So yeah, you take it or leave it. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Never know.
I think it's a good thing that both of you are here and in good shape. Besides EA with the back thing, but I still think it's good.
I always say I may not be equal shape, but I'm a lovely shape, if you know what I mean.
So this is the show that's based off Anime FMK, if you guys are familiar with that concept, where we pick like 7 shows. This season we picked 5, and each episode we pass things and we kill things. If they get enough kills, 2 or more kills, they're gone from the show. You don't have to ever watch them again. If 2 or more passes, we watch them into the next week. We like the show, we want more of it. So we've been killing a lot of shows recently, and some commenters have commented recommending us to watch some anime. Now, I know you guys have not watched these anime. I took it upon myself to just go ahead and watch them because I thought, why not? It's something new. It's something different. We never tried something like this before for the show. And so Mark, in the YouTube comments, recommended 2 anime, Naka Hito no Genome and Maiden's in Your Savage Season, which I think we made fun of in the KOA chat at some point. At least I know I did.
Maiden's in Your Savage Season?
Yes. And so let's talk about that show, because that's the first one I have. My description is basically this. A place further than the universe, but instead of them going to Antarctica, it's their no-no areas.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. They're going on a long trip to see their vagina? Come on, guys. Let's go see.
So I'm gonna
see the Vast Canyon.
So I want to talk about the first 3 episodes. So if you don't want to hear the first 3 episodes, there's a time codes in the comments of this video that you can skip to. I'll have them there. If they're not up yet, then just scroll through the timeline and go to the actual main show. It'll be fine. I picked the first 3 episodes because I felt that doesn't really... It's the first 3 episodes really are setting up the main plot of the show. And I don't think you can judge this based off 1 episode. So this show is basically about these girls in a literature club, and they read like a bunch of literature that has like very romantic sex scenes in it and stuff like that. And they're talking about it, and they're like talking, like what is the merits of this, like like going in super deep on this literature. And they're talking about, the words they use and all of that stuff.
So
and
deep, put her ass to sleep.
How it's really, God.
You said it.
One of the girls, Sugawara, she is like kind of the one that's, she's the one who's maturing the fastest, I guess. She's the one who looks more of like a woman, because these girls are really young. They're like
Ugh.
they're like they're like first year in high schools, I think.
Oh.
And
You were about to say first grade. I was gonna be like, Jesus Christ.
No, they're not that young.
Thank
Also,
God.
Also, I can hear myself in. I'm echoing. And
Not me.
But
It's in all of us.
So this girl Sugawara is like, one day she just presents to the class and is like, I want to have sex. And ever since that point that she says that, suddenly everything in these girls' lives, sex starts to come in their lives and starts to change them, and they go through like, I guess more of like a sexual awakening, I guess is what this is trying to be. And one of the girls, who is the main character, her name is Kazusa, she has a childhood friend. It's this boy. His name is Izumi. And she, at the end of the first episode or something like that, I think maybe the middle, walks in on him doing the do. You know what I'm saying? He's going ham on that no-no area.
Jacking it.
He's
Spanking it.
He's stroking the jack.
Playing pool pocket.
Which, by the way, you shouldn't be stroking a jack. Things can go wrong. But anyways, and so like after that, she starts like thinking about it a lot, just him in general, and she comes to the realization that she doesn't want sex in her life. She doesn't want to basically what the story is trying to say is that she doesn't want to grow up. And that's what really this show is about, is the fact that they're leaving childhood and entering into adulthood.
Be a Toys R Us kid.
And they come up with weird names for like at one point in the episode, this is a really funny part where they have to come up with like code words for like sex, basically. And so what they come up is sex, but it's like as a word. It's like ESEEECKS. That's really funny. Sugawara is... Satsuki would really like Sugawara. She takes pictures of everyone she like goes out with, because she's kind of like more adventurous, I guess, in her advances. And
is she crazy?
She has that like deadpan kind of look to her, and she's got that monotone voice. There's 2 characters actually you would like in this show because of that reason. There's another one. Her name is Honga, and she's actually awesome. She's basically, her thing is she's catfishing everybody, and she catfishes her own teacher. And
wait, what do you? So she's saying that she's like an adult, or I don't know, whatever. And people are like, "Hey, girl, she's not."
Yeah, she's on. She's like on the internet. She's catfishing people, and she's talking to this guy, and this guy turns out to be one of the teachers, and they're trying to get a student advisor at this point, because if they don't have a student advisor, they're shutting down the literature club, which is the club they talk about all this stuff in, and it's how they can connect with each other and talk about, you know, all their newfound whatever it may be. And there's this funny scene where she's out in public and she sees him, and normally he wears glasses when he's working, and he's like dressed up all hip and looking nice and stuff like that. He doesn't have his glasses on, and she like sees him, and she's like, holy shit, is that my teacher? And she like follows him, and he just runs away, and eventually Hoga catches up to him and is like, you're going to be our student advisor. I'm going to tell people that you're chatting about having sex with one of your students.
That's
damn.
That's not even his.
Goddamn Satsuki.
Blackmail is bad.
It's true. It's bad, but that's her character. Let's see what else happens.
Good old-fashioned blackmail.
Izumi's porn DVD that he watches is called The Wheels. Wait, what is it? I have it written
Wheels
somewhere.
on the bus.
Oh no, it's the wheels on the commuter bus go, oh yeah, harder. But commuter is like CUMMUTER. Also, all of the episode names are like innuendos. Like the first episode is called The Taste of Her Pork Miso Soup. The second one is ESEEC, you know, E-sex. And then the third one is Willie's Real Wheel. So they're all like weird innuendos. At the end of the first episode, after she Kazusa walks in on her childhood friend touching his no-no area to the wheels on the commuter bus go, oh yeah, harder. She runs away into the town, and every sign she sees is like Big Dick's beef sandwich place or something like that. It's all like innuendos, and it's just hilarious. It's so funny. Oh god, what else? This show's great. This show is great. Oh, wait, I actually have an actual synopsis here. I didn't realize I wrote this down, but here it is. Kazusa is in the literature club. One day, her friend makes vocal her desire to have sex, and so the girls start their exploration of sex and sexuality. Kazusa initially rejects sex and love, as she doesn't want to grow up, but after walking in on her childhood friend, Izumi, Kazusa eventually realizes she's in love with him. And she doesn't say like I like him. She's like I love him, which I thought was a nice scene when that happened. Also at the end of the first episode, she says to herself, "But how will it fit?" And she sees a train go into a tunnel, and she's like, "It fit."
Chugga chugga chugga.
This show's awesome. This show's really good. I love it.
This show sounds absolutely insane.
So I think the weakness of this show is that a lot of the dialogue is like, there's like a lot of innuendos in it, like every episode, and I can't help but think that's probably because of the nature of the Japanese language and translating it into English for the subtitles. But other than that, I think this show's like one of the better, it's better than Kanata no Astra. It's probably up there with like, in terms of like quality, you know, something like Fire Force. I like it more than Fire Force. I'd watch this over Fire Force in a heartbeat. That's just me though. I think you guys would like it because it reminds me of A Place Further Than the Universe. If you guys like that show, it's really well done,
but with a lot of references.
Yeah, a lot of innuendos and stuff like that. It reminds me very much. It's got that innocent charm to it. It's really just about kids turning into adults. Like when you hear "Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season" and you read the plot to it and some of the descriptions of the dialogue, it makes it seem really pervy, but it's actually really innocent. It's like a coming of age story, and I really enjoy it. I was really surprised, and I'm gonna continue watching it for sure.
Huh.
The next one I watched, not as good, but kind of interesting actually. It's called Hito no Genome, or the other ones. So I literally just wrote this synopsis down because I forgot to write one down, but I think this captures the show brilliantly. Akatsuki and the other characters are all Let's Players who have played The Ones Within, which is a video game. I'm still not certain what this show's plot is. All I know so far is that at the beginning of this episode, Akatsuki, the main character, wakes up next to a girl, and then the craziest fucking thing happens. A giant panda bear starts chasing them. I can't lie to you right now. I really can't, because I have screenshots of it. A giant panda bear starts chasing them, and then they realize the panda bear is not chasing them because they want to hurt them rather. And so another kid shows up besides him and the girl, and he looks something like out of like Kimetsu no Yaiba. And he gives him something, and then Akatsuki like somehow changes his size to match the panda bear, and the panda bear sneezes because he's got allergies, and he gives him a tissue.
Wait, they give
I'm
the
so
panda
lost.
a tissue? Yeah.
The giant they
I'm
give
just like, what the fuck?
the giant.
If you have a panda issue, here's a daddy tissue.
I don't know what the hell this first episode was. Yeah, KOA starting really like QRW6, but this actually like this show. It reminds me of Angels of Death if it was kind of good, which is really weird to say that. And I think it reminds me of the Angels of Death because of the last scene of this episode. But it also reminds me of like Danganronpa and Persona and games made by that studio a lot. And Battle Royale, which is the next scene that happens, is they're all in a classroom, and there's 9 of them there. One of them they don't even see, which is the 9th one comes into play at the very last scene, which is one of the most confusing scenes, but also like one of the cooler scenes. I don't know. So this guy, his name is Paka, and he basically he has the body of a human and he wears a suit, but he's got the head of a sheep. And they all have been summoned to this world because they're popular Let's Players. Some of them are on like YouTube, Twitch, or whatever their equivalents are in this universe. And they've all played the same game, the Ones Within. And they're summoned. I don't think they're like, this is an isekai or anything like that. But maybe it's more of like a battle royale, I think is where it's going. And so like there's a bunch of characters. Like one of them is named Himiko, who looks exactly like Megumin, but if she had like the goggles from FLCL. Actually, the character designs in this are really kind of well done. They just look low budget, which because of the art design, which I hate. And this show is kind of low budget. It has a weird, I don't know, it has a weird look to it. Like it's almost, oh god, what do you call it when keyframed? It looks keyframed at some points, which makes it look a little cheap, but it's not that bad once you get used to it. I don't know what the point of this show is. At one point, Paka starts to talk to Himiko, the one who looks like Megumin, and she's like a little girl, and he's like, "Whisper, I love Paka into my ear." I'm like, what the hell? This guy's a fucking weirdo. And I think that's the point. He's supposed to be a weirdo, so I wasn't like, oh, this is like a weird fetish thing. And by the way, no fan service in this whole episode. And then at the end, they all, or like in the middle of the episode, they play on a Ouija board, and I still don't know why they played because I kind of zoned out in the middle. But then at the end, a really cool scene comes out of nowhere, but it's kind of it just feels really disjointed from the rest of the episode, where they finally see the ninth girl, or the ninth person rather, and she's a girl, and she looks exactly like the girl from Angels of Death, like the main character, like the same hair, the same build, everything, except for she's rotting. Yeah. She looks like a zombie. She looks like oh god, what is that anime called? Zombieland Saga, when they don't have all their makeup on, except for even worse. And she talks like she's like, apparently, like, her thing is that nobody notices her. Nobody can see her until someone who can see her brings it up, I guess. And so Akatsuki can see her and is like, we can be friends. And she's like, no, we can't be friends. And so she starts to burn the whole school down, or like the classroom down, but then stops because Akatsuki like hugs her. And I'm like, is this like a weird romance? I actually don't understand what's going on here, but I kind of like this scene because the music and the visuals are really good. So far, I didn't decide to watch the second episode because so far I think this is one that could be decided on a flip of a dime if this is going to be good or bad. And the Mal rating is at basically like a 7. Like if you round it up, it's basically a 7. So it's obvious people really like this. And I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was decent. It wasn't the best thing that I've ever seen. I think this may be a little bit worse than Kanata no Astra. And I'm not saying like Kanata no Astra is bad or anything like that, but like just from the shows that I can compare it to, it's solid. I think if what I said about it interests you in any way, give it an episode. I think this is going to be one that you're going to need to watch 2 or 3 maybe to figure out if it's going to be good. Because I feel like this could go King's Game, or this can go like a really solid like 7, finish out, like a solid 7.5 out of 10 or something like that. Otherwise,
isn't King's Game really horrible? That's not a good bar.
Yes. I don't think it'll like, when I say King's Game, I mean like the plot can go just out of control, insane, and go nowhere.
Okay.
It looks better than King's Game. It's made way more competently than King's Game is. It's got better voice acting. And it's got some pretty good talent.
True story. Never seen King's Game.
It's really bad.
That's what I hear.
It's kind of so bad it's good though. But that's kind of like the anime that Mark recommended, Maiden in your Savage season, and Naka Hito no Genome, and I kind of enjoyed both for different reasons. I think Maiden is a good anime, like a really good one, and I think by the end that's going to be on some people's top 10 anime lists of this season for sure. And I think it's probably going to be, I think it's got like an 8 on Mal. If not, it's close to an 8. So that's good. This one, like I said, you can round it up to a 7 pretty much, and it's good. It's made competently based off the first episode. We'll see. You guys want to talk about Vinland Saga?
Let's talk about
Finland.
All right. So, Vinland Saga, episode 4. A true warrior. Thors wins the duel between Asklad, but sacrifices himself to keep Thorfinn and the others safe. Thorfinn, though, sneaks onto the enemy ship and vows to kill them for murdering his father. What'd you guys think?
I
loved
had
it.
a feeling. Yeah, I loved it too. I had a feeling about old Thor's there, and if Game of Thrones has taught me anything, don't get attached to characters; they'll end up dying. So I figured that this was gonna happen, and even when he died, he didn't die all wussy or whatever. He was standing with arrows in him.
That was badass.
And that was pretty badass. He was just like, your man. Well, you don't. I mean, you know he died, but you don't see him like fall over and kill over and die. He's just standing there with arrows in him, which is pretty cool. Nice little scene right there. I enjoyed it.
My first note, because at the beginning of this episode, Thor's is just dropping fools. I'm like, Thor's is One Punch Man.
Yeah, and he didn't kill nobody, even though he could have.
Yeah, he decided not to.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it has something to do with maybe if he would have killed him, they wouldn't have spared his people. That's my guess.
I think that's a part of it, but I also think he's a changed man at this point. I think that after having his daughter and his son, and his being with his wife and being a part of this village for so long, I think the warrior spirit, of course, is still within him, and he can still kick ass and take names. But I think he's done. He doesn't want to.
Right.
He doesn't want to take people's lives away anymore. I think he wants to just live peacefully, and that kind of plays into like him deciding, to take the arrows and go ahead and die, because that saves them. That he won't be around to help, and he won't be able to like experience that peace with his village anymore. But the other option is they all go to war. So might as well just get assassinated at that point. Might as well let it happen. And he took all those arrows, and he was just that was a great scene.
It was really good. And I think he kind of knew it was coming too. For like even way before that, like it was one of those things where
something was up.
Like as soon as that guy came to visit him, I think he knew. Yeah, my time has come.
Yep. It's one of the cooler like setting up like a revenge story, kind of like character deaths, I think.
Yeah, it really is. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens next and how everyone's gonna take the reaction to Thor's dying, and especially the wife and the daughter. The daughter, which he named. Name your daughter. Okay, I guess I'll name her after my mom. Get over here. Name your daughter.
Took 4 episodes to set up a revenge story for Thor's Finn. Took 26 for Guts. So, wearing those.
But I mean, I guess that just goes to show you how good the writing is, I mean, that just goes to show you there are some shows that can't even sell you after 1 episode, but after 4, like I remember like did it come out with like the first 3 episodes?
Yeah, it was the first 3
and
episodes.
Then all at the same time, yeah. I remember all 3 episodes, and I literally was just like, what's gonna happen next? I was so invested and was just like on board for the show after the first one.
And
so yeah.
Wit's production in this show so far is awesome. Like, it's so good. Like, it reminds me of like when I first saw Attack on Titan season 2, and I was like, oh my Jesus Lord, this studio is great. And watching this episode, and more or less really the first 3, this just solidified it, that Wit Studio is they're so good at what they do. The character designs look so good, and when Thor's is just punching people left and right, and just did he stand still the whole time? I don't think he moved, did he?
I think he was walking a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
like walking forward and jumping from ship to ship.
Well, man.
I have the power.
Oh God, He-Man's good. Well, references He-Man are. I'm not sure if it's good anymore. Yeah, I mean, just this.
Too bad Wit's not going to do the final season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that hopefully it's not JC Staff. I can't deal with it.
It's JC Staff. What are you gonna do?
JC Staff made me start reading the manga for One Punch Man. Which, by the way, now I like. Before I was like, on One Punch Man. The same with Mob Psycho, but I liked it more than Mob Psycho. And I started reading the manga, and I was like, oh fuck, this is great. This is great. Why didn't I like One Punch Man before? It's so good as a manga. QRW6 says Wit got a new project in the future when Attack on Titan is over. Okay, so they got something new. Nice. I mean,
Nice.
they're probably itching to do something different than AOT.
Yeah, but it's the final season. You would think that they would at least be like, okay, just one more to go. Nope, not gonna do it. Right? It is the final season. Am I right? Am I remembering that right, Satsuki?
Satsuki's dead.
Satsuki's dead. He fell asleep.
No, I think you cut out for me because I didn't hear you say my name. But the fourth season is the last season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's why. See, that's what I don't understand is that it's the fourth and final season. Couldn't they just stay for one more? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe they.
That's like doing the first two Lord of the Rings and not doing Return of the King.
Well, maybe what it is they're trying to prop up a new studio. Maybe there's some studio that they're looking at and they're like, hey, we can give them the final season, see what they do, and then if they're good with AOT, we'll give them another show.
And they will call it Mikasa's Abs.
The great spinoff. That's what the greatest spinoff.
I'd watch that show 24/7.
It's just about Mikasa working out.
I mean, if they could make an anime based off of people working out, why can't they do the same with her?
I don't not agree. But this show, there wasn't technically a lot to talk about in this, but this new character, Askeladd. I don't know how to say it.
He's Askeladd.
Askeladd. This guy.
I just call him Askeladd.
Askeladd. He is kind of interesting. He doesn't seem like a straightforward, like, evil guy to me. Like, I don't know. I get that weird tones about him. I don't hate him, like, outright after him, killing Thor's. It feels to me like just as business as usual for him, and I feel like there's going to be...
he was just doing a job.
Right, yeah, and I feel like there's going to be more development for him, especially, with Thorfinn being on that ship. I just wonder where his character is going to head. I feel like we're going to get, like, a big backstory on him. We're going to be like, oh, crap. This guy had, like, a terrible past or whatever.
He's basically like how Halfdan was. He's well, I won't talk about what, like, specifics, but that's his personality. He's not evil completely, at least, because he had the respect to allow Thorfinn and the rest to go free after he agreed to the duel. And he could have just easily lied to Thor's, kept everyone as a hostage, and put everyone in slavery, and then just killed Thor's. But he even didn't kill the guy that tried to run up on him. And he gave I think the best part of the episode for me, because mind you, we were basically on this boat for the whole episode. The best part of the episode was, like, the mutual respect between Thor's and Askeladd, because when the guy tried to run up on Askeladd, he punched him in the face. He could have killed him there, even though he was unarmed. He could have killed him. And he said he basically told him to respect Thor's sacrifice because he was worth more than 100 men. Like that's how much respect he had for him after just that small encounter,
Yeah,
that small fight.
Yeah, no,
it's crazy.
that whole interaction between the two was really well done. I like the dialogue between them, like their little exchange. It felt like two experts of their craft, you know, and like trying to like out mind game each other, just staring daggers into one another. Hey, let him go. Hey, let him go. Let him go. No, I won't. Let him go. No.
No.
Yeah.
You get.
And then at the end, the kid stuck onto the ship, and
They made waffles.
And I'm making waffles.
I would like some waffles right now, actually.
This kid, he is just screaming that he's going to kill them. I can't wait. I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like he's not even like... He's going to like get schooled or something like that in the next episode by Aslad. He's going to be like, sit down, kid.
He's fucking... Thorfinn is crazy. That even before that, like what kid screams, "Daddy, kill them!" Yeah, who cheers like that as a kid?
Oh, Gon does.
He's crazy.
Gon.
Yeah, Gon. They're on the same level of psychopath.
Well, Gon may be actually more. I feel like Gon would be like, "Let me kill them."
Oh no, let me kill him. Oh no, let me kill him. Let me kill them till they're dead.
Oh god, EA is up there too.
Yes.
I like Trunk EA.
I'm starting to sober up a little bit.
Damn it.
What do you guys think is going to happen in the next episode?
I could take a wild guess.
Because you already know, right?
Exactly.
All right, I'll take the wild guess. Obviously, kid's not gonna do shit. From the intro alone, it does look like he eventually grows up. So I don't know where the kid, like, does he get back with his mom? Does he? I don't know. He lives somehow, but then obviously we'll get that revenge later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he'll uphold his deal, the bargain, let them live. They'll probably go back home, and I mean, after they take everything from them, they'll go back home, and then that'll be that. It'll just be a revenge story. My guess. I could be totally wrong.
For me, in the next episode, I don't, because of the setting we're in, I don't think his family the rest of them will know immediately. But we know the mother is weak. You know, she's physically, I don't know, there's something that makes her frail or the normal. And then there's, the daughter, and I wonder how they're going to react. I feel like I don't think they're going to take that too kindly. And I wonder if they're going to proceed down a path similar to Psychopath Thorfinn, or are they going to not? I wonder. As well.
Wonder what's in a wonder ball.
The next episode, we're gonna probably see. I think Thorfinn is gonna try to attack, but it's not gonna work. And something maybe because they're going to like a totally different area, right? They're not even going back to where they got Thor's, wherever he lives. So, I don't know. That's gonna be super interesting. I'm really excited for the next episode. Is the next episode next week, or do we gotta wait another month?
I'm pretty sure it's regular schedule now.
And we now return you to your regularly scheduled program.
So we passing, or are we killing this?
Vinland Saga. Oh, we're passing it into the trash can.
Oh, damn.
I'm kidding. You're passing it normally. No trash
I
can.
was going to say I'm gonna get you sober up so you pass it. We're not gonna have this happen. Like no.
I'm passing.
Your friend
pass.
is funny, Sasuke.
QRW
The one
60 with a
that
pass.
agrees with Thanos.
Wait, huh?
Your friend Sasuke, that video, which great video by the way.
Oh, okay.
Where he
You're
was
talking
like,
about Morgan.
"Say you agree with child genocide."
Yeah, you're talking about Morgan.
Yeah, he's so funny. And you're like, "Don't answer that."
I still gotta watch that video. God damn it. Give it a pass
It's
as well.
really
Let's talk
really
about Carole and
funny.
Tuesday.
Is
Carole
it?
and Tuesday episode.
Hadouken.
Are we just gonna talk over each other?
I was here. Are you cutting out or something?
No, I was doing a thing. Carole and Tuesday episode 15, 18. What episode are we on? Did I have the right episode number written down? I feel like we're way
69.
Oh, okay. Oh, Carole and Tuesday episode 69. God only 69s. Which is by the 69 Boys. By the way. No, episode title is God Only Knows. Great song by the Beach Boys. Oh no, my cat has jumped up on here and he's making his entrance known to everyone.
Oh no.
Kitty.
The
Mr.
girls
Kitty.
are invited to see Desmond. Thanks for having your paw on my notes there, Cat. A legend in the music industry. But Desmond is not doing well due to a undisclosed illness. And the last person to hear his songs are Carole and Tuesday and Gus as well. Because, Gus needs to be in there. And Roddy. As this is happening, Tuesday's mother moves ahead with revoking the trade agreement between Earth and Mars. Which there is some stuff we can go into. I don't think we'll touch politics in real life, so don't have to worry about that.
Sweet.
So first of all, Desmond is David Bowie, right?
I thought he was like a dude that was turning into a woman because of the rays from Mars.
So, well, his thing is that, well, I mean, he's obvious. It feels like this whole character is based off the whole when David Bowie passed away. Because when they explain him, and like he's all dressed up and drag and stuff like that, and he's a very feminine looking man, very good looking. David Bowie was all of those things, and also a legend in the music industry, just like Desmond was. David Bowie did it all and then did more. That's how good David Bowie was. And his we also know that Desmond's whole thing is that his performance is his art. His music is his art. David Bowie's last album is incredible. It's a guy's like death letter to everybody,
Didn't
same
he
thing
die
with
of
Desmond.
cancer?
Yeah, he died of cancer, which I assume is actually what Desmond died of, because I mean, if you're getting blasted with radiation from Mars and it's turning you into a woman slowly, that's still radiation, That's cancer has got to be evolved, but this episode is freaking awesome. I love this thing has got to be like Desmond is David Bowie to me, and I love how they tied that in, and this was great. This was like, with all of these legendary rock stars recently dying, like Malcolm Young from AC/DC, and a lot of them are getting older now, and this felt like kind of like addressing that, and I love this episode.
Well, one thing for me, and I always praise Carole and Tuesday, but I gotta pick at this specific thing because, I mean, I think I know where it's going, but I think it needs to be tied into the main plot line. The subplot is actually more crucial to the world in Carole and Tuesday, and that's of course with Tuesday's mother. And they actually said her name. I forgot what the hell it was. Was it Valerie
Barbara
or something?
Barbara Streisand.
Barbara Streisand. She's running for president.
Miss Simmons. We'll go with that. Because it ties in with Earth and trade and refugees, so that's bigger than Carole and Tuesday, unless their music literally is going to change the world, like kill people and shit like that.
They remind us every beginning of every episode.
All we are
miracle.
saying is give Carole and Tuesday a chance.
God.
Yeah,
We shall not be moved.
They the subplot isn't really tied into the main plot. It's very weird to me right now. It almost has no connection. The only connection really is the fact that it's Tuesday's mother that's doing it. But other than that, it feels kind of like.
Is that your cat?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It feels disjointed, I'll say. I feel like it will tie in, but right now it's kind of just floating in the wind. It's just something that's in the back of our mind right now.
Yeah, it feels like this is gonna. It's gotta play because we have the journalist guy as well. It just feels like this second core is definitely like the first core was like, the grassroots, formation of Carole and Tuesday, all the way to like them getting their big break, and then this feels like, I think in almost every episode since the new core started, I think we've got at least one or two nods that Carole and Tuesday are pretty popular, fairly.
Yep.
So definitely now it feels like we're moving into like a big, a big like plot device that harkens back to the beginning of every single freaking episode when the piano goes the doo 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 doo.
It was a miracle. They won something that we don't know what it is, but we know it's something, and it's coming soon. Because they remind you every freaking episode.
Yeah, so they're gonna change the world.
But it was a miracle, I tell you what. We got a miracle on our way.
You should voice Gus in the
Beat
dub.
me up and down. Oh yeah. Hey girls, I'm your manager, Gus. I spent all your money on the racetrack. I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm sorry.
EA cannot be Gus because EA is actually, I assume, in way better shape than Gus. Gus is completely out of shape. Goodness, he ran like 4 feet, and he was just done. It was over.
Guys, oh god, hold on.
I think
God, it's like, are you okay?
Desmond died this episode, but really, I think Gus died this episode after he took those 3 steps.
Exactly.
Like, wait a minute, guys. Let me catch. Oh fuck.
I need an energy bar. Someone give me a Diet Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
I love it.
I love Mountain Dew.
Yeah, so her mom is revoking that trade agreement, and this is sending Earth into a absolute frenzy because it seems the Earth is not doing well right now. It seems definitely like they're in a post-apocalyptic universe, and they're fucked. And the only way that they're gonna, be able to stay afloat is with the support from Mars. Which is funny, what happened in this world to get to this point where Earth has gotten in such a shape that we've abandoned the place that we started our existence on. I wonder.
What's crazy is that I completely and totally see us doing that in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Not anytime soon, mind you, but
we're at this
that
point
would
we're
be
not getting
just-
off this rock.
that's just like people in general, if it ain't working, just move somewhere else. Let them fix it. It's a shame, but I could see that happening to the world, unfortunately. But I mean, what did they do to make it worse? Who knows? Maybe global warming finally took its toll. They'll just end up doing the same thing to Mars that they did to America, the world.
Earth is just one big America.
That's right.
We pumped the Earth full of freedom, white hot freedom, and we fucked up Earth because of that. Turns out,
I got me a case of the freedoms.
Got me a 6-pack of freedom. Want some? It's called democracy.
Oh, pass me that case of freedom. What in tarnation? In the wide world of sports.
Ew, who invited Canada?
Blame
They're supposed
Canada.
to be keeping us warm.
They're not even a real country anyway.
Those were all funny jokes. Don't take those seriously.
Yes, please, for the love of God, you people that take offense to everything out there.
I find the Earth thing very interesting though. I would love it if Shinichiro Watanabe comes out and is like, yeah, so like every anime just crafts this story, of Earth's demise in the background, and like you can like take Cowboy Bebop, this anime, and then what's the other one he did? Space Dandy, and
Samurai Champloo.
Samurai Champloo, and you can just put them all together and be like, the samurais were the downfall.
We'll get fucked everything up.
That's gonna be it.
I'm waiting for Spike to appear in this show.
He's gonna. I don't think he's born yet.
I mean, we don't know that. We
Really?
don't know what year. We don't know what year Cowboy Bebop takes place in.
It's like hundreds of years in the future.
Does it say when? I thought it was supposed to be ambiguous. Left open for interpretation.
And the year 2003.
Yeah, because that always dates things whenever you see future stuff like that. Because what is that one movie? According to Escape from L.A. in 1997 fell into the ocean. So I mean,
or 2000: A Space Odyssey.
Oh my God! Yeah, right. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, a big monolith shows up and sends that one guy through. I don't actually know what happens. It just whatever happens to him happens. He becomes
Space
the Star
Baby.
Child. Yeah, he becomes Space Baby, which he's called Star
Space
Child.
Baby.
And he
And
saves
do we
people.
know why? Nope.
Just the
we don't know why.
Yeah, just the monolith. It just happened, and that's how Interstellar was born. Star Child made it happen.
Beautiful.
I love soft pretzels.
How drunk are you? Are you getting more drunk?
No, I just remember eating that at the bar.
Oh.
I can get more drunk.
What?
In fact, let me see what's in my fridge. Hold on.
Satsuki, what else do you think about this episode?
Well, I love how innocent Carole and Tuesday are. That's been their selling point because
Oh hell yeah!
a lot of people
Miller
remark
Lite.
that they aren't.
See if
A
you
lot
can
of
hear
people
this.
remark that they.
EA's just taking over
All
the
right.
show. He's drinking.
A lot of people remark that they aren't as talented as some other people because of course they write their own songs. They don't have AI, so why they make up for their talent with their charm, which is their innocence. And I think like them not knowing certain artists despite how famous they are, it's kind of ironic because of course they're musicians, so you would think they would know that, but they just really keep to themselves and make their own type of music. So they don't really have influences, and they're not super involved with the industry, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the big thing about music though is that music is based off what came before. That's what music is about. I think a lot of people misunderstand, a lot with music, and it's like you have to be 100% original. You can't be 100% original music in the first place. You can be uninfluenced and create something original, but you can't be 110% original. It's just impossible. What music is, it's what's come before, changed a little bit each time. Everybody has their own different take of what came before. That's why we have new metal. It's also why we don't have new metal anymore.
You kind of contradicted yourself in the same sentence. It's why we have new metal. It's actually why we don't have
it's
new
true.
metal.
It's why jazz is not pop music anymore. We evolve. We have evolved effectively jazz into something totally different.
Old Town Road.
And
that's what's popular now.
And I like the fact that Carole and Tuesday, they don't have many influences, or if any at all. All their influences is their daily lives and what's happening in it. And I think that those kind of musicians are not exactly rare, because, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of songs that I've written that have been uninfluenced, but they're not very good at all. But I don't know. I just like that. It's very good for my music boner.
Boner.
Yeah, I love that about them. They're just they're a total unit. Carole and Tuesday, they're really good.
Boner unit.
God damn it. Well, okay. So did you talk about Satsuki when Tuesday falls at the beginning?
Oh shit! I didn't talk about that. She's clumsy.
She takes a fall, and Jiggy and Carole catches the trays, and I'm like, nice save. That was pretty funny.
She fell in this episode?
Yeah, at the very beginning.
I'm trying to remember. Oh god, I can't remember. What happened?
They were doing dishes, and I think Tuesday just fell. And that spurred their conversation, like, hey, we should probably exercise more.
Oh yeah, I remember then that's when Fat Gus decided, well, as if there was a skinny Gus. Oh god. Excuse me.
And so there's another part. Well, no, this is really like every episode when they perform a song. I love everybody's reactions to when somebody performs. It's always when someone performs, everyone's focused. But it's different every time. When people hear Angela perform, they are just awestruck with her star power. When people hear Carole and Tuesday perform, it feels like they're feeling their music, through them. Their experience is coming through to the other person. And when Desmond sings and plays his song, they're all on the verge of tears. I like those little touches. Everybody, has a different... Through the other characters' reactions, we kind of get a feeling of their kind of, I don't know, their I guess their star power or whatever, their charisma. I don't know. Just a nice little touch I really enjoy. Anything else?
You have the guy who's snooping around. His name is Kyle, I believe.
Yes.
I believe he's been too much involved, and he's had too much screen time to not get some type of scoop. So it's going to either come from I forgot his name, Tuesday's brother. I completely forgot his name.
Steven or something.
I don't think it's Steven. That doesn't sound right.
Charlie
Sheen.
I don't. Oh, Spencer. That's what it was.
I knew it started with an S.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably going to come from him, because I don't believe Tuesday's going to talk. I think something dramatic would really have to happen in any case for either of them to talk. Like the mom has to go make some crazy claim for them to speak up and be like, okay, I don't agree with this. Here's the story, because he's just been, snooping around everywhere trying to get a scoop, but no one's talking.
Also, Tuesday's father may be on Earth.
Yep, there's that too. Or he may be dead.
How sad.
Yeah, this episode really just kind of focused on just building up that secondary kind of story, more focusing on like, hey, we're getting into this I guess the final storyline of this series, and I like this episode. I thought it was good. I feel like, do you guys feel like I don't feel like they're, so like when I watch Fruits Basket, when I know there's a good episode, I'm like, that's a really good episode. I feel like all the episodes have been kind of like the same kind of quality throughout. What do you guys think?
Mm-hmm.
Like, has there been a distinct episode that you remember?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of them. One, because of the drunken robot, was so stupid but funny. I don't know. There's just a whole bunch. I think that's just the quality of Watanabe.
For me, the episode that sticks out the most is when they write the song when they're at the dryers and they get that guy to play along and do the beat for it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
That was early on.
I think when they went to the concert was the most memorable.
Oh,
That one was pretty funny.
You guys ready to fucking rock and roll? Ah!
Freaking Axl Rose comes out. He's ready to do his thing.
Yeah.
And then they're hotboxing in that one guy's studio.
That whole arc was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. I just love this show.
Yeah, I like it. I like every episode, but I don't know. There's just a weird thing I thought about. Like, there's not like a single episode that I go, oh, that's the standout one. That's like the one, right? It to me, it. I don't know. It feels like it. I just look forward to every episode, and I like every episode. I don't think I've hated a single one.
Yeah, I don't think it has like a super high peak. Not to say it's not high quality, because I do think it is. I just think that it consistently gives you a certain level with the episodes. I guess for me, like episode that stood out was the last episode with Carole. Carole's father. That stood out to me because that was, it kind of got away from the music and went more to the emotional side, which it needs to happen more for Tuesday, I believe, because like her emotional moment was getting grounded, and actually she got burnt, so I'll give her that too, because that crazy chick who only showed up, whose only purpose was to injure them to make sure they lose. So yeah, that the last performance in Mars Brightest stood out to me, and it was another episode, but I can't remember it now. But yeah, that's it.
I'm giving this a pass. This show's really good. This is a show that I'd watch at like back in the day, like 12 in the morning on Toonami or like Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Like on like a Saturday. I'd just be like, this is great. Probably because it's got that bebop vibe. Like, it really does. This show, more than, I haven't seen Space Dandy, but more than like Watanabe's other shows, this one has the most, like, this, I get the same feelings when I watch Bebop that I do this. So, and I think that's because of the Mars setting, because there's a couple episodes that take place on Mars in Bebop, so give it a pass. What are you guys giving it?
Oh yeah, definitely passing it. It's best show of the season, best show maybe of the year. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
I am definitely passing this.
3 passes for Carole and Tuesday. I don't think there's an episode that has gotten a single kill. Carole and Tuesday. That's impressive. That we line up on this one show every week. Want to talk about Fire Force?
Yeah.
Fire Force.
Might as well.
Going out fires, it's Fire Force.
QRW6 says,
doing.
speaking of Genome, I was watching Lupin the Third Part 5. I haven't gotten to Lupin, but I think that would be a perfect show for this show.
It's cool. It's old school. I like it.
Fire Force Episode 4, The Hero and the Princess. We are introduced to Princess Hibana and the Fifth. They want the Infernal that became like sentient because they want to experiment on it and do stuff and things, and they're also kind of dicks. Especially Hibana. She's
Yes,
kind of a dick. When I first saw her, when I first saw her, I was like, more fan service. But thankfully, this is the kind of fan service where I'm like, I don't really care. Like, whatever. Who cares if she's, in a dress? Like, I don't give a damn.
You were concerned about the dress. I was more like, she'd be walking on people. She's walking on people.
No, I think this time the fan service was like not acceptable. I understood it more because of her character. Like with the other character, was it the hell was her name? I forgot. Tamaki. I think that was her name.
Tamaki.
With her, that it was just like, why are you wearing this? Like, it doesn't really make sense. With her, she's she is an eccentric character, so it would make sense for her to wear something like that, because she's walking over people, calling them gravel. She is crazy.
That's such a Kill La Kill moment, though. When I saw this, I was like, man, this could like go and like Kill La Kill somewhere, and it would be perfect. Like this character, like her, like walking over men all the time. Like it's something from Kill La Kill, like something I would see in that, and I thought that was cool. I like her character in that form. Yeah, she's crazy. She's a super fucking dick. Okay, she's an asshole.
I love her.
I
absolutely love her.
No, I didn't even think about that. But you're right. This is another psycho chick that Satsuki will like.
She got them flower eyes.
I immediately thought of Beatrice from ReZero. I was like, fuck.
I thought of what's her face from Gurren Lagann. She had them flower eyes too.
I thought of Jiburi from No Game No Life.
Ooh, she's a cool one too. She's the one that's like a demigod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
They kind of ruined her.
Yeah, they were like petting her and like tickling her. They turned her into like a pet, even though she's a demigod. She's super strong. She could eliminate them with like nothing.
Yep. That show.
Miller Lite.
Well, yeah. So we figure out that the component that the guy used to get Shinra is Infernal Ash. So now we know what that is, and
What is that?
Basically, the people who turn into Infernals, they take their ashes and they use that to like ignite or whatever and create flames.
Oh.
So they go around. Somehow they're going around and getting Infernals. That makes me think that they're catching Infernals, and maybe it's the Fifth that is catching these Infernals and using it to get the Infernal Ash to create whatever it may be, to this super weapon or whatever. But I think that's a red herring, because I agree. I don't think at all, like, Princess Hibana and her team are super dicks, and by the way, some of them are like, there's like twins or like triplets.
Yeah.
They look exactly the same and wear like
these same clothes,
spandex, creepy outfits. Her whole team is strange, but I don't think it's her. I think her team is just full of assholes. Like, I think she was like, let's just get a bunch of assholes. And
yeah,
that's what happened.
Surrounded by assholes.
She literally has a group of terrible people. Like, there's nobody redeemable on her squad, at least that we've seen so far. Like, everybody's just a terrible person.
There's that blonde guy. Like, he literally mid-sentence interrupts by blowing bubblegum. And then what is her name? Masaki just punches him in the gut, and she's got the happiest look on her face. And I was like, yes.
It's funny because like she even looked at what's his face, like the lieutenant, and they both just like gave each other a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
this is great. There needs to be 2 more twins, and they can be quintuplets, and they can be the quintessential
Oh
quintuplets.
no!
No.
Why are you doing this to me?
They're all just gonna be pouting the whole time, and they're gonna be stupid as all hell.
I don't know how to solve math because I'm stupid, but I'm good at basketball. Look at me bounce them jugs.
My ribbon is sucking the brain nutrients out of my brain.
I missed
No
that
Yotsuba
part.
slander.
Hey, I like Yotsuba now because of that, because she's that dumb. I'm like, you can't. There's like a certain dumbness you reach where you're just like, fuck.
Who's Yosaba? She's the basketball player?
Yeah, she's the one everybody
Yep.
likes.
She's the one that is in Space Jam?
I think everybody likes Miku, the headphone girl. I think she was like the most popular.
I hate Miku.
Come on and slam.
She
And
probably
welcome
listens to
the
like
jam.
death metal or some shit.
Hey.
Like that Citrus character. What's her name?
Matsuri.
Matsuri. Yeah. Maybe they're the same people.
But,
Their names both start with M.
Yeah, but Matsuri is like evil, and Miku's not. She's meek. But I really enjoyed this episode. Like this episode, like woke me up because I like Fire Force, but I felt like it was just coasting, and I felt like this was really interesting to me because now it's like this conflict between another SWAT, because we already have the mystery of I guess you can say the Joker and the other guy who was working for the Joker, because apparently, you know, there's a lot going behind the scenes of the fire brigade, and you know, Shinra's brother is possibly alive. So there's a lot of mystery and whatnot, but I think that's stuff for the future. I needed something for the short term, I guess. And now we have this rivalry between the 5th division and the 8th, and I like it. As I said before, Hibana, is that her name?
Yeah.
Hibana. Okay, yeah. I love Hibana because I love terrible girls, and she is one of the worst. She's just bad. She literally sits on people. There's no reason to do that. She just does it because she's an asshole. There's no other way to put it.
She tells people to lick their feet.
She's the female version of Gilgamesh. Instead of mongrels, it's gravel.
Yeah, she is, and she has a fan too, and it's on fire. I think they said she was a 3rd generation. So, and yeah, that's the first time we've seen a captain be a 3rd generation, because you know, the captain of the 8th division, he's just a regular guy, which is weird. I guess it doesn't, for you to become a captain, it's not really how strong you are. It's just maybe experience and maybe intellect. But yeah, I really love this episode. I love the 5th division. Not really, just Inaba.
I just don't like Sheener anymore. In this episode, he looks up Hibana's skirt. I'm like, God damn it.
That was the scene. Lick my feet. You're gonna tell me to lick my feet? You go with no panties.
It's his face. It's his facials. They're pervious, and I'm just like, don't like you. So weird.
I thought she was going to kick the hell out of him.
I thought so too. You notice how when anybody does anything pervy to him, nobody beats him up. You know,
he has immunity.
I want to say he can full on grope a woman, and she just goes, "Oh, you silly boy."
Maybe he's just really good looking.
I mean, those shark teeth. How could you say no to that?
Oh,
very.
Maybe he's the long lost descendants of the Shark Boy Arc Sharks.
No, please don't tie that arc into that. Please let it die forever. No, I don't. I don't want to think about that. I thought I forgot about it.
Oh, I love it. Bring it up. My favorite thing about this show actually is whenever I'm able to reference any of the shows we previously covered. My favorite one is Nezuko. I love bringing up Nezuko, finding ways just to go.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the guy, the voice actor for one of the mascots, the old guy, like I loved his voice. I loved his voice.
They hurrayed him into a tree.
Yeah.
Hooray!
It's funny to me because we've heard it before, like firemen saving cats out of a tree. But first of all, I don't even think the tree was like. I don't even think he was that high up in the tree. I don't remember. But it's just funny that they called these guys in particular to get them. It's like you didn't even call like you could have called anyone with a ladder, but they were like, no, bring in the strongest guys we got.
I love Masaki. She was like, yeah, we get like confused for normal firefighters sometimes. I'm like, how? You guys are so different from normal firefighters. Like, you have superpowers.
I thought this show was going to be about firefighters.
It kind of is. But not really.
Yeah, not really.
It's about people using fire to fight fire. It's like that Metallica song, Fight Fire with Fire. That's exactly what it is. Ending is near. Sorry. Anyways, and then after... I think Masaki does the pout face in this episode because they're at one point the infernal breaks out, in the trial, and they're like the guy's talking to Masaki and he's like, so where's Arthur and Shinra? And she just kind of looks away. She fucked up.
It's at this moment she realized she fucked up.
Yeah, one another thing I liked in the episode was like Shinra's conflict with killing the Inferno, because they've never seen something like this where an Inferno had their conscience intact to the point where he's really himself. He's just a monster now. They've never seen anything like that. They usually just go berserk, or we had the other guy in the episode who was just like sitting there, just like, hey, do it. But I like that conflict. I really like the lieutenant because he just straight up told him, get rid of him. Do not listen to anything he says. Kill him. We can't do anything for him. Of course, Shinra didn't do it. This goes into another thing. You talked about it earlier, C, about like the the fifth SWAT being like a red herring as to who's like the team behind all this evil shit and whatnot. Because I was thinking, like, were the fifth SWAT, were they wrong for taking in an Inferno? Because I actually think they were right, because they've never seen something like that. So they should try to experiment, since they do have the tools and the resources, unlike the eighth, because the eighth just wanted to get rid of him. So yeah, I wonder if that's actually going to lead to something. Are they actually want to find out information?
I feel like it's going to be like in Gantz. There's this thing in Gantz after the first like big arc in Gantz, and then like when they get into the Osaka arc is when the people from Tokyo, they go to Osaka and they come across the people that fight in that area, and they figured out what Gantz is. And so what they've done is that they have taken all the alien technology and all the monster technology, and they've used it to their advantage. I feel like the fifth is the same way. They're the Osaka team. They're the people who are getting shit done in terms of, like new weaponry to fight the Infernals, or new ways to try and like turn Infernals maybe back to normal. We don't know. That's what I feel theirs is. I think in the future there's going to be something with them that's going to be pretty big to the plot. At least I hope so. Yeah. Otherwise, though, I'm not too hot on this show. Pun intended. I like the first episodes way better than these last two. I feel like this show is like okay. I'm not like super like excited about it ever or at all, but I like watching it. I find myself zoning out a lot when I'm watching it as well. I feel like there's a bunch of just stuff happening where I can feel like I can there's plenty of opportunities for me to just drift away and to thinking of something different. And it makes this show kind of hard for me to enjoy sometimes. But I think I'm the minority in that. I think both of you guys really enjoy this show, right?
Well, as a whole, I enjoyed it, but not to the degree of like, of course, like Carole and Tuesday and Fruits Basket. But I thought this was the best episode so far, and of course, I have a bias because I love terrible women, so that's just me.
Well, I've given this a pass. I like watching it. I like the animation. I like the fights. The fights always get me. That's my favorite part in each episode is when the action happens, because it looks good. I said it before. I'll say it again. This show animates fire like no other show. It looks great. Yep. Giving it a pass.
I am passing it. I need more Hibana. Yeah. Princess Hibana. My apology.
EA.
I hate everything. No, I'm kidding. I like it. It's good animation, really fun, even though it has its weird moments. But hey, that's anime for you. You got to accept the weird with the abnormal and the straight and the normal. I don't know. It's a fun show. I enjoy it. I get entertainment out of it. Pass.
All right. 3 passes for Fire Force again. Before we get into CKOA, we're going to do shoutouts, but that's not the end of the show. After we do the shoutouts, we're going to be talking about the first episode of Madoka Magica, because Nakama Club is going to be a weekly thing from now on this show. It's going to be great. I can't wait to talk about that. But before we get into that, let's talk about CKOA this week. We had 7 responses. One of the biggest turnouts since we started doing CKOA. And so last week, I don't think anything died because I think one person responded because I fucked up, as per usual. Fruits Basket, 1 kill, 6 passes. Actually, really, it didn't get any kills. There's someone every week that just votes kill on everything immediately. So I usually subtract 1 kill, so it's technically got 100 passes or 100% pass. 5 passes for Fire Force, 1 kill for Fire Force. Dr. Stone, 5 passes, 1 kill. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? 5 passes, 1 kill. If it's for my daughter, I'd even defeat a demon lord. 4 kills. 2 passes.
Damn. Ooh.
Well, technically 2 kills, 2 passes. Or no, 3 kills, 2 passes. Are you lost? 5 passes. 1 kill. Do you love your mom? Her normal attack is 2 attacks at full power. 5 kills, 1 pass.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Mom. Milfart online. Momart online.
No fart online.
But you're done. You're out of here. No more of ya. We don't like you trying to make out.
Here.
We don't like you trying to make out with your son.
You see that one thing I sent you about that show?
Yes.
Where she was like, "I want to have his babies, but he's also my son," and I'm just like, then don't, you idiot, you fucking idiot.
I asked the people, complete this sentence. Thick thighs save lives, but...
Can I add my own before you read?
Yes.
Thick thighs save lives, but big booties are forever.
Satsuki, do you have any wisdom?
Beautiful. Thick thighs save lives, but asses are magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasuke knows what's up.
Thick thighs save lives, but this is a king's game. That's a good one.
Ew.
Thick thighs save lives, but you die.
What?
You
Doesn't
die.
even make sense.
Thick thighs save lives, but Staber needs to start showing them more often. Who's Staber?
Saber?
I want to say I don't know who Staber is.
I think it's yeah, I don't know who Staber is. I think maybe it's Saber. I think maybe Bill typed that. Bill, if you type that. I mean, but it's just Staber. Staber is the only thing that confuses me. Everything else just makes sense. Bill would type it in weird sign language. Thick thighs save lives, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty funny.
That's ridiculous. Okay, that is sheer ridiculousness. Thick thighs save lives, but murder lollies are life. Somebody likes murder lollies. I mean, I like murder lollies. The murder lollies are good. Thick thighs save lives, but nope. Thick thighs save lives, but they make a great lap pillow.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna agree with that. I think
true.
that's Garfield. I think it was Garfield did that one. Garfield's all about them lap pillows. He's a man of culture. Who that Garfield is. So Okasan online, Milfar online, Malmar online, incest anime, gone, done, out of here. You happy, guys?
Wow. I'm surprised.
Never happy.
Really?
Oh.
No, that's true. No, it's not true. I am happy that the stupid ass mom that wants to get with her son show is gone. So, but I see the screenshots of what stuff that she says, and it's like, I don't know why this is a thing. It just needs to not be a thing anymore.
It's a show. That's for sure.
I'm trying to become a better person, so I avoid anime like that now.
Wait, so you would usually watch anime about moms and sons making out?
Well, I've never tried it, but probably back in my deviant days, I would.
No. Wait, do you mean literally
I had
making
no
out with your
shame.
mom, or literally?
Wait, no,
Anime.
no, watching.
Okay.
Watching it unfold.
I mean, whatever you're into, it's fine, Satsuki.
No.
Just kidding.
Into. Oh.
We both live in the South, Satsuki. It's
This is true.
The deep south.
This is true.
I'm in the southwest.
Satsuki.
I
What
thought like cousins were the one that were like on a table, but moms? I think that's off the table everywhere.
But if you had a mom who looked like
Let's
that
see.
mom,
Now there's somebody else's mom and your mom. You know.
by the way,
It's
her
true.
name is Mamako.
No, it's not.
Her
the
name
mother's character's name is Mama Ko.
is legit, straight up.
She was born to be a mother.
She was literally born to be a mother.
That is. What if she was like, didn't even want to be a mom? Like, what if she was one of those feminist type? Wait. No, feminist type. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. I'm drunk.
What? I don't know what's going on anymore.
There's a character in Madoka Magica whose name is Mommy, so there's that.
Black
Oh,
Star.
yeah. That's what's her face, right?
Black Star says, "Did you like my submission, Law? Is it? I don't know which one it was, but
I bet I know
we
which
liked
one.
all of them."
I'm gonna take a guess and say Con.
Oh. Goddamn lollies.
Yeah, I know. You had store 'em in your office.
Wait, I did? What are we talking about?
I don't know. Don't you have them in your dungeon or something?
Oh no, I don't have any lollies in my lolly dungeon. I had Satsuki in there.
Yeah,
I'm
that
glad
was
he
kind
got
of fun
free.
though.
Yeah, there's art. We had arts and crafts. It was actually a nice place. I didn't call it a lolly dungeon. That I got it, and it was a lolly dungeon. Like the previous owner had lollies in there. But
It was pretty nice.
I mean,
I would say that.
Nice and spacious.
we got like a PlayStation set up in there, so it's good. Some arts and crafts going on in there. Macaroni art. I'm sure everybody.
Do you want to know
that.
what's going to happen if Seabreeze walked off with my prize dog? I have an idea, and he breaks his macaroni.
Speaking of breaking macaroni, hey, where can they find you? That came out really bad.
Yeah, it did. On the social media platforms that involve in the twassels, and people can be annoying at times. What can I say? I'm getting subs, and I'm not even making videos. I'm so happy that y'all love me so much that I'm not so much trending, but I have 170 subs. Dude, you know what that means? I'm gonna have to get my Viking helmet again.
Oh heck
And
yeah!
I'm gonna have to thank everybody for the 200 subs.
So
yeah, you can find me on the Twitter. I don't really do much on Twitter anymore. You can find me on YouTube. I guess you could say I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to make a masterpiece in return. And when I do, oh my god, I'm gonna double.
You're gonna double?
Yeah, at least it'll count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could do a video on the mom anime.
You know, I was thinking that. I was also thinking of doing one on the. You know what? I think I am gonna do one on where they're lost on that island.
Oh, that's.
Because I've watched every episode so far, and
I'd love to see one on that.
I'll do it in my. I don't know. I'll do it in like a voice where it'll be all cartoony. Where this is a show about wonderful girls living on an island, and they want to kill each other. No, they don't want to kill each other. But anyway, I'll think of something because it's gonna be great when I make my epic return. I always tease it, do it. At this point, y'all should just be hurt and just not believe what I say.
Satsuki, where can they find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter, of course. I feel like I'm becoming a lot more consistent with videos because it was like a time where I was just uploading maybe like once a week, but I think I'm in the right place. So yeah, that's been pretty fun. But yeah, find me there. Discord too, of course. Savage Mob. That's about it.
You can find me on my main channel, SeaTactics, and my second channel, Bento. Bento every Friday, doing a Fruits Basket podcast this Monday. I got a new video for the Bento channel, a new original video, where I review the webtoon I Love You. It's good. It's a good webtoon.
I love you too, Sasuke. No, SeaTactics. That was you. I love you both.
No.
I love you both, man.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. Whenever you are out late at night, try not to be too drunk.
QRW6 says y'all need to watch Satsuki's Domestic Girlfriend Rant video. I do. I just haven't watched it
I
yet.
did. I saw it. I liked it. It's really good.
I still haven't watched Satsuki's video on Ordinary, and I love Ordinary or Unordinary so much.
I recommend watching the top 10 main characters one. That one was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
It's long as hell though.
It's long, but it's really funny. Like, you don't have to answer that. you agree with you agree with.
As well, this Monday I have a Lord El Meloy video coming out. Probably don't want to miss that. And then next Monday, I'll have a video on the Mom anime. It's already done. It's just I'm gonna save new videos for every Monday, something different. Maybe another Hunter x Hunter video this Friday. The one that I came out with this Friday was doing super well, so I may just go ahead and forego the JoJo videos another month in favor of Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that's about it. You guys want to talk about Madoka Magica?
Magical girls. This is what.
Yay, magic. Hey, the magic.
So this is Nakama Club, where this is the show where one of us picks a show for us to watch, and usually we would normally just watch it and then like off the show, like in our own personal time, and then talk about it in one big podcast. But we decided we're just going to do it weekly. It's something to change up the show a little bit, and the first season of Nakama Club, as I'm calling it now, is on Madoka Magica. So let's get right into Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica episode 1. I first met her in a dream or something. Madoka, this is long by the way because there's a lot of stuff that happened. Madoka is just a normal girl who has less than normal dreams, except her weird dream isn't just a dream, it was reality. Like, the girl in her dream, Homura, transferred to her school, but things get a little weirder. Strange voices call out to her for help. So Madoka goes to protect the injured Kyubey from an attack by the new exchange student Homura. What's going on here? And things get more complicated. Then another girl shows up thinking that Madoka for saving Kyubey. Kyubey then offers Madoka a contract to become a magical girl. What?
Yeah, a lot of. After watching the first episode, because I thought it was bad, like from my memory, I don't think the first episode is bad. I just think it is
slow.
Well, that too, but I think it's just erratic too. I think there, like, you couldn't really say you don't really. It's hard to gather anything for this first episode because you get the first scene where you see Homura and you see Madoka in a dream sequence, and then it starts off with like a cliche school slice of life start. You have like Madoka eating the toast. Yeah, that too. Madoka running with the toast, like it was super cliche.
Mm-hmm.
She even talked about how like she wants like a perfect boyfriend. Like it was all around.
Just it felt like super generic, but I will say I believe that was intentional. But I think for a first episode, I could definitely see why people would watch this and go, I'm good, I'm fine with it. Because if Madoka Magica wasn't as liked by everyone, if it wasn't critically acclaimed, I probably would have I would have kept watching it, but I would have felt kind of uneasy just watching the first episode. Some cool shit happened, but it was trippy. Especially the witch's world is just fun. I love that.
Yeah, that was so owls and teeth. I don't like it. That was weird.
So I've seen Madoka Magica one time before. I don't remember any of it though. So this is really my first time watching this. But I've seen episode 1 countless times though, trying to get back into it. This year, I think I've seen this episode like 3 times. Like not even joking. Just because I'm trying to get back into the show constantly, because like I want to know why people like it. And the first 2 episodes of the show are just so painfully slow. And this one, on my 3rd or 4th watch, kind of enjoyed it. Not gonna lie. I was like, okay. It's probably because I've seen it so many times, so I kind of know what's going on at this point, and I'm used to it. But yeah, the only things I didn't really like about this episode, honestly, I did not like the whole cliche thing. And also the whole introduction to her family life and all of that. A little weird to me because it was the setting. It was like their house is like made out of glass, and is weird.
They better not cast any stone.
Oh yeah, house made of glass. QRW6 says this show failed the 3-episode rule when a 3-episode rule was still popular.
So
I'm glad people don't use that anymore because I have a feeling that this is one of those shows where you just got to get through it. But I love Homura. It's my favorite character. She's so cool. What do you guys think about the characters? Who's your favorite so far?
Well, I haven't really. I don't really know yet. I feel like, I guess, kind of giving my thoughts about it so far. I knew of the show, but I never knew anything of the show. And I think like what I was telling Sasuke was, once I finally saw the first episode, it's like, oh wow, that's where that's from. And that's where those references are from. That's where that stupid cat is from. There's a picture of me online wearing those ears.
I think
from that cat.
I think those references are from Sailor Moon.
No, I swear that's the same ears. Anyway,
maybe that's influence, but Sailor Moon is the one to influence.
My point, sir, is that seeing, I don't know, you see all these at conventions and like references on the anime and whatever, and then all of a sudden you finally see in that show and you're like, oh well, this show must be super important. This show must be something. And I was going into it not knowing much, and I thought I was gonna, because Sasuke kept saying, you're gonna hate it. So I was like, all right, see how bad I'm gonna hate it. I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. I honestly, if I was by myself, I probably wouldn't keep watching. It's not, the animation's good so far. Isn't this Madhouse?
Shaft.
Well, so Shaft's pretty good too. But character-wise, though, I don't think really haven't got much time to really know the characters. And we just saw one character in like 2 minutes of the first episode. The last of the episode, I mean. And yeah, it's I don't know so far about the characters. I guess more time, and then I'll let you know how I feel about them.
Yeah, I mean, this show is so popular, and I almost don't understand why it's popular, but at the same time I do understand. It's just a really artsy show. It is. And it's just one of those that like, it's kind of hard to like get people into it, but the people who get into it are into it. And I don't know. I'm really actually excited to actually rewatch this because when I first watched it, I wasn't really big into anime. I think my review of it is still up, and I think I gave it like an 8 out of 10 when I still did review scores.
You weren't that into it, and you gave it an 8 out of 10.
Well, from my memory, I wasn't really into it, but I may have. I think maybe I don't know. I don't know anything about the review actually, to be honest. But I was
gonna say that's pretty generous, though.
I mean, I was probably really bad at handing out review scores back then. I don't know. I don't know what that review is like, but yeah. I mean, this show is another one of those that Conda Fiction has recommended me, so it's got to be good, right? If Conda Fiction recommends it.
Sure.
Because Condi's great. I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, Homura is awesome. I like Homura. Are you guys watching this dub or sub?
I watched
dub
it
for
sub
me.
because I only have it subbed. Oh,
Wait, are you watching on Crunchyroll?
yeah.
You should have the option to have dub, because I have it. I watch
Oh.
dub on Crunchyroll. But the dub has Christina V as Homura, and the dub in general is really good. It's got a lot of classic voice actresses.
All right, I'll give the second episode the dub treatment then.
What do you? Okay, so what do you guys think about Kyubey? Because Kyubey offers the contract, and Homura really doesn't seem to like Kyubey. Homura wants to kill Kyubey, and of course we had that conversation before as well when when Homura said she needed to go to the nurses or something like that, and Homura was talking to Madoka and was saying, "Don't change. Do you like the way things are now? Then don't change." And then we have this scene where Kyubey is getting attacked by Homura, and I can't help but feel those two things are intertwined in some way.
It
I cannot
definitely
speak on Kyubey.
it definitely makes things interesting as to like it asks more questions than it does answer, and you're just left wondering, all right, why does this person want to kill this weird looking cat thing? There has to be a reason behind it. So I think that as well has me interested, because I don't know, that seems pretty interesting.
Maybe there's something more. Maybe the reason Homura doesn't trust Kyubey, wants Kyubey to be gone, maybe Kyubey did something to Homura at some point. I don't. It's very fascinating, just the way those two scenes happened. Is just, don't change, and then she's trying to kill this cute little fluffy thing, and maybe Kyubey seems more sinister than what the design of the character is and how the character acts. I don't know, but I think it's pretty obvious she's gonna accept being a magical girl, right? Because it's about her being a magical girl, so
it's in the title.
Yeah. It's Madoka Magica.
Is it Madoka or Madoka?
I think they say Madoka in the dub, but you can say Madoka. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I pronounce names weirdly. So.
My name is Zach.
What do you think, Satsuki? You saw the show already?
Is I can't really speak too much about it because it's still fresh in my memory, so I forgot some things, but I know like in key details, so I gotta stay silent for some things. But I like how Sayaka used the fire extinguisher on Homura, and she just threw the whole damn thing at her. Because mind you, she doesn't know that Homura is this like superhuman thing. But she's just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna toss this whole thing at you. And she didn't really do anything. I mean, she was trying to kill Kyubey, of course, but she didn't do anything to Madoka, and Sayaka's just like, fuck you.
I don't trust you.
Yeah. You're too perfect.
Yeah, I remember liking Sayaka as well. I think QRW6 as well said they like Sayaka. So a lot of Sayaka fans. Me and QRW6. That's a lot.
And that's all that matters.
That's a baker's dozen.
My favorite character is Kyoko.
Wait, who's
yeah.
Kyoko again? Is that the lolly one?
They're all lollies.
Well, the more lolly one, the
13 or
tsundere
14.
one.
Yeah. And I've seen QRW6's comment. Yeah, these guys had to be on some shit because the witches world thing that pops up is so fucking random. I don't know how the hell they just thought of that. It literally makes no sense. Like Sayaka was like, "What the hell is this?" If that was me in that, I would be freaking out because it's like literally anything you could think of is just popping up out of the ground, like just going, creeping closer to you. It's very strange.
It's like in ReZero when the white whale turns everybody crazy and they start clawing at their eyes. It's the same thing.
Exact same.
But I actually like when the Witch's World and all that, because the art style changes completely along with their character designs. They look like they're like South Park, like cut out paper mache. I like that. I like the way it looks. It looks unique. It looks different. I think that's visually the most distinctive part of the show. Oh man, Satsuki's
I hear it.
Satsuki's internet is gonna explode.
Wait,
Storm.
I am?
Oh no, not Satsuki. Sorry, EA. God, it's late in the night. It's almost 2 in the morning.
Who's the drunk one now?
Why do you think I'm always drunk?
I don't always think that. Just right now.
God damn it. God damn it. What do you? So at the beginning of the episode, we have Madoka having that dream.
It's gonna play into.
That's. What the hell? Like, is this in the future? That, like, what? Like.
Yeah, I think it's like a premonition. What? No, what's that word? Not a premonition. Or is it a premonition? Fate? No.
Fate?
A revelation? Fucking no. One of the Asians, and it's like gonna happen, and so yeah, it's gonna happen. I have a feeling.
Why did you say fate?
Well, because not like Fate Zero or any of those shows.
Oh, okay. I thought
like
you were like,
you know, it is fate that I must be destined to do. Not everything's about fate, SeaTactics.
Well, with this is by Aniplex, so there's some tie-ins.
Aniplex.
Yeah, Aniplex.
I bet the box set for this costs like $8,000.
Probably.
It's probably only the first 6 episodes as well. Let's see what else there. I like how the mother in this episode, she sleeps in, and the son, she's like, she has the covers over her head, and the little kid is just like, "Mommy, wake up!" And then Madoka comes in and is just super serious and just get up. And then later on, they're having breakfast. And the kid drops, like, what is that? The tomato, I guess. And she's like, nice save, and she catches it with the toast. That was pretty nice.
The adults in this series are bad, and I don't mean like, because I like Madoka's mom. She's a funny character to me. She's kind of like childish, and that's cool. She's not totally mature. But like you have her, and then you have like the teacher later on, she takes her frustration out on the kids. She's like, yeah, she's like, well, men should like eggs anyway they're cooked.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I thought that was so strange. I was like, what does this have to do? I'd be one of those kids going, this is math class. What does this have to do with eggs?
It's
yeah.
So it's gonna turn into another episode of Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher?
No.
Monica's gonna walk into a bathroom. She's gonna be like, "Why the hell are you here?"
Yuri version.
Why are you in my bathroom, Miss Suzuki? I don't know her fucking name. I'm sorry.
Where the hell did you pull that one out from?
Canada.
Canada has some shit.
Oh fuck.
I'm sorry. Is it still a good podcast?
This podcast is 2 hours long at this point, guys.
Oh, we did it. We created a new record, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe. Because we don't have anything more to talk about, so thanks everybody for tuning into the show, unless you guys have anything else to talk about.
I love mommy. That's all.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Oh.
I love you guys.
I love you too, EA.
Yeah.
And C, occasionally.
If I could
What do you mean occasionally?
Love is temporary sometimes.
If y'all were here physically, I'd bring y'all in for a great group hug.
Are you gonna get like sad drunk and start crying?
No. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't get like emotional to the point of crying. I guess I get more friendly and a lot more goofier. And I'm like, man, I appreciate you, man. We've been doing this for so long, man. I appreciate you.
Well,
Those are the best
true
kind
story.
of drunk.
Yeah.
check out all these guys' channels. You know where to find them. They're all in the description. And thanks everybody for watching this week's episode of Nakama Club. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Johnny.
Later.